Welcome to another journey of reflection and self-mastery, dear friends. Today, I want to talk about something that is fundamental to living a content and fulfilling life. It's not fame, it's not fortune, it's not even achievement. It's the simple art of gratitude, practicing thankfulness for what you have, regardless of your external circumstances. The Stoics believe that the key to happiness and tranquility lies not in changing the world around us, but in changing the way we perceive it. Gratitude is one of the most powerful ways to transform our perspective and, in turn, our entire experience of life. But what does it mean to truly practice gratitude? How can you cultivate thankfulness even when life throws challenges your way? This is what I aim to explore today through stories, examples, and my own reflections. Let me begin by sharing a story from my own life. Many years ago, I was going through a particularly tough time. Financial difficulties, the loss of a loved one, and career setbacks all seemed to come at once. I remember feeling overwhelmed, burdened by the weight of everything going wrong. I spent days, maybe even weeks, stuck in this mental loop, constantly dwelling on my misfortunes. One day, I found myself sitting in a park, lost in thought. I was watching the birds flutter from tree to tree. In that quiet moment, I realized that despite everything, there were still so many things I could appreciate. I was alive. I had my health. I had friends who cared about me. I was sitting under the warmth of the sun, breathing the fresh air. This simple realization shifted my perspective. The external circumstances hadn't changed, but my internal experience had. I realized that if I focused on what I lacked, I would always feel empty. But if I practiced gratitude for what I did have, I would always feel full. This is the first lesson of gratitude. It is not about waiting for things to get better, but about finding the good in what is already there. Epictetus, the Stoic philosopher, was born a slave. His life was marked by hardship and physical suffering. In fact, he was crippled by his master. Yet, despite his condition and status, Epictetus is one of the most profound voices on gratitude and resilience. He taught that external circumstances, no matter how dire, do not control our inner state. He once said, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." For Epictetus, gratitude was about recognizing that true wealth is internal, not external. It's about focusing on what you do have rather than what you lack. Take a moment now, wherever you are, to think of something you're grateful for. Maybe it's your health. Maybe it's the love of a friend or the beauty of nature. Hold that thought for a moment. Now imagine if that thing you are grateful for was suddenly taken away. How much more precious does it seem now? Practicing this simple exercise can change the way you see your life. Instead of focusing on the endless pursuit of more, you start appreciating what you already have. Gratitude isn't just about appreciating the good things in life, it's about finding value in adversity. This is perhaps one of the most challenging aspects of gratitude to understand, but it's also one of the most transformative. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic Roman emperor, faced many challenges during his reign. Wars, political betrayals, and personal tragedies, he saw it all. Yet, through his reflections and meditations, Marcus teaches us the power of gratitude even in adversity. He writes, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." What Marcus was saying here is that obstacles are not only things to be endured but can be sources of growth. By practicing gratitude in the face of hardship, we begin to see obstacles as opportunities. They teach us patience, resilience, and strength. I've personally experienced this as well. I recall a time when I faced a major failure in my professional life. It was a project I had poured my heart and soul into, but it crumbled. At first, I was devastated. But after reflecting, I realized that this failure had taught me lessons that success never could have. I learned humility, the importance of preparation, and the strength to try again. In that sense, the failure became something to be grateful for. Here's a simple technique to practice gratitude during adversity. When you're facing a challenge, ask yourself, "What is this teaching me? How is this situation helping me grow?" It won't make the problem disappear, but it will shift your perspective. you'll start to see the hidden gifts in every hardship. By practicing gratitude in adversity, you develop a mindset that welcomes growth from any experience, be it good or bad. This is the essence of Stoic resilience. Before we continue, I want to take a moment to remind you that if you're enjoying this journey of wisdom, be sure to subscribe to Students of Wisdom. We dive deep into life lessons every week, helping you live a more fulfilling and meaningful life. So, hit that subscribe button and become part of a community dedicated to growth and wisdom. One of the key aspects of practicing gratitude is learning to appreciate the small, often overlooked things in life. Modern society constantly encourages us to chase bigger and better things, more success, more wealth, more recognition. But this constant striving can leave us feeling unsatisfied, as we forget to appreciate the simple joys that make life beautiful. There's a simple practice that I often engage in whenever I feel disconnected from gratitude. I take a walk in nature. It might sound trivial, but there's something about observing the natural world that reminds me of life's inherent beauty. When I walk through a forest or a park, I try to notice the little things: the sound of the wind rustling through the trees, the smell of the earth after rain, the way the sunlight dances on the leaves. These small moments ground me in the present and remind me that life's greatest joys aren't found in grand achievements, but in the simple moments we often overlook. Seneca, another prominent Stoic philosopher, spoke about the importance of appreciating what we have rather than constantly longing for more. He once said, "True happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future." This is a profound statement about living in the present and appreciating the now. Think of all the little things in your life that you might take for granted: a warm cup of tea in the morning, the comfort of a good book, the laughter of a friend. These are the moments that fill our lives with richness, but we often overlook them because we're too focused on the next big thing. If you find yourself feeling ungrateful or dissatisfied, take a moment to stop and reflect on the small blessings in your life. They are often the things that bring the most lasting joy. Gratitude, like any skill, requires consistent practice. You can't simply expect to feel grateful once and for it to last forever. It's something you must cultivate daily. One powerful way to do this is through journaling. Every morning or evening, write down 3 things you are grateful for. They don't have to be big or life-changing. In fact, they often shouldn't be. Write about the cup of coffee you enjoyed, the text message from a friend, or the fact that you woke up to another day. This simple habit shifts your focus from what's missing to what's present in your life. Another way to make gratitude part of your daily life is to actively express it. How often do we forget to say thank you to the people around us? Whether it's the barista who made your coffee, your colleague who helped with a project, or your loved ones who support you every day, expressing your gratitude to others not only makes them feel appreciated, but it also strengthens your own sense of thankfulness. I remember a time when I began making a conscious effort to thank people more often. I didn't expect much in return, but I found that it created a ripple effect. The more I expressed my gratitude, the more I felt it within myself. It was like the act of thanking others amplified my own sense of abundance. Finally, the most profound form of gratitude is gratitude for life itself. The Stoics believe that life is a gift, and each day is a new opportunity to live fully, no matter what comes our way. There was a moment in my life when I faced a serious health scare. It was one of those experiences that jolts you out of your routine and makes you reflect on the fragility of life. For a while, I was consumed by fear and anxiety. But once I accepted the situation, I began to feel a deep gratitude, not just for the good things in life, but for life itself. The Stoics taught that we should live each day as if it were our last, not in a morbid sense, but as a reminder to cherish every moment. Marcus Aurelius put it beautifully. When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love. Gratitude for life itself transcends circumstances. It allows you to embrace each day with an open heart, knowing that every moment is a gift. The art of gratitude is a powerful practice that can transform your life. Whether you're facing adversity, enjoying the small moments, or simply reflecting on the gift of existence, gratitude shifts your perspective from scarcity to abundance. Remember that gratitude is not a one-time achievement but a daily practice. It's about training your mind to focus on what's good, even when life gets tough. As you go about your day, try to find one thing, just one small thing, that you can be thankful for. And watch how this simple practice can change the way you experience life. Thank you for joining me today. If you found this discussion valuable, don't forget to subscribe to Students of Wisdom for more insights into living a wise and fulfilling life. Until next time, stay grateful, stay resilient, and remember, wisdom is a journey, not a destination.